Right, let's start today's session. So this is the first demo lecture of Python full stack development. In this demo lecture, I'm going to discuss Python full stack development related subjects. Okay. So you just consider this is the first demo, and I'm going to discuss in this session if you want to become a full stack developer, like Python full stack developer, and what subjects need to learn. Okay, so that I'm going to give clarity. So first subject is Python. Second one is Django. Third one, REST API. Fourth one, Flask. And then fifth one, UI basics like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, and then Bootstrap. Okay. And then sixth one is SQLite 3 and MySQL. These are the subjects which I'm going to cover in full stack development of Python. But let me give clarity here. So some students are looking for only Python. Okay. So some students are looking for only full stack development Python. So I'll tell you this clearly, who should go with only Python. Like in Python, I'd like to cover core Python, that means basic Python, and advanced Python programming. Yes. Okay. And in full stack development, total 3 frameworks also will be covered, like Django, REST API, Flask, and UI basics like user interface, UI technologies, these, and database tools like SQLite 3 and as well as MySQL. So we are going to cover all these subjects if you are looking for full stack development. And if you are looking for only Python language, then you can go through this core and advanced. For only Python core and advanced, 45 working days to 55 working days it will take. Means up to 2 months will be covered in Python. Like Python will be covered in up to 2 months only. Only Python duration I'm saying that. But if you are looking for full stack development, so minimum 4 months, maximum 4.5 months it will take. So 4 months compulsory required to finish all these full stack development subjects. Okay. Yes. Now it's time to explain who should go with Python only and who should go with complete full stack development. Okay. Suppose you are looking for data science, AI and ML, DevOps, AWS, or data analysis programming. These areas, if you are looking after completion of Python, for them, I recommend only Python core and advanced. So you need not to learn Django, REST API, Flask framework, and database and UI. Who are looking after Python, data science, or data analytics, or AI, ML, AWS, DevOps in this area, if you are looking, you can go with only Python core and advanced. So your duration is 2 months, up to 2 months. Okay. But your requirement is like, sir, if I want to become complete full stack developer, means in Python. So I recommend for you all the subjects with frameworks, with programming language, and with the design UI technologies and database tools. So option is yours, but make sure that whether you are in only Python or full stack Python, for all together, I must cover first 2 months Python core and advanced. Because without having knowledge of Python core and advanced, You can't go for Django, REST API, Flask and all. Okay. And in this Python full stack development, especially this batch, Python full stack development with AI tool integrations. Yes. So I'm including all the AI tools with integration. Means whenever if you are writing code in Python development or Python programming and Django REST API, then to handle the debugging or code optimization or error handling purpose, I'm going to use AI tools. Yes. So that nowadays you know that every programmer must and should aware how to use AI tools in the development process for faster rate of building applications as well as for faster rate of handling the errors, and also you can know that code optimization techniques by using AI tools. So that all the AI tools I'm going to cover in our development so that you will get clarity how to use this all AI tools like this. Okay. So Chat GPT and then Claude, and next one is uh, Perplexity, and then fourth one is Gemini AI. So these are the things which we covered. But anyone we can use it because each one is having its own individual style to give the proper result or accurate result. So I'm just recommending this one is better option according to after searching many options in many aspects. So I decided that to use better Cloud AI. So this will give a proper, especially who are looking for data analysis programming, data visualizations and all. So this Claude will be a more accurate and more benefitable even compared to ChatGPT. But make sure that all AI tools I'm going to cover. And also in this batch, especially I'm going to cover most important key libraries in this, especially who are looking for data analysis, data visualization. For them, it will be very useful libraries which I have included. That is NumPy, numerical Python, Pandas, Python data analysis, Matplotlib, mathematical plotting library, especially data visualizations, and Seaborn. Okay, data visualizations purpose only. So the key libraries, this is data analysis or data science modules. These are libraries. And with AI tool integration, ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity, Gemini AI, and more. Okay, yes. So this is the key highlights of this batch, especially along with all subjects while covering full stack development subject in the application development. You are also get the idea about how to use AI tools in the application development. Okay, fine. So let's talk about each and every subject. So these are all complete full stack development subject. And if you are looking for only Python, go for only Python. Okay. So as per your interest. But this batch is completely full stack development batch. First 2 months, my focus is completely on Python only. And in this total 6 subjects, there is only one programming language I'm going to teach you, and you are going to learn one language that is called Python. But what about Django, REST API, Flask? These are not a programming languages. These are frameworks. Yes. So these are completely frameworks only. These three Python-based frameworks. To start learning of Django, REST API, Flask frameworks, you must and should aware of Python only. If you don't aware of Python, then it's not possible to start learn Django, REST API, Flask. Okay, so let's talk about each and every subject purpose. So what is Python? Everybody knows that Python is a programming language. Generally, using any programming language, what we can do? Python is a programming language which can be used to write, which can be used to write coding part, coding part for the application development, coding part for the application development. Yes. So already we have existing languages apart from Python like C, C++, Java, C Sharp, .NET. that also programming languages. But in developments, especially software application development, compulsory you must write some logic and coding, right? So that coding, how we can do means using a programming language. So that's what I'm saying. The only one language which can be used in all the frameworks in entire the full stack development, that is Python only. So please try to gain the proper knowledge with Python first. Then after you can look forward to learn Django, REST API and other things. Okay. So it is a programming language. This can be used to write coding part or logic part for application development. Next, what is Django? This is another subject which I'm going to teach. Django is not a programming language, rather than it is a framework. Django is a framework which is used to develop the web applications. Yes. So Django framework through we can develop what kind of applications? Web applications. So web application means very simple. The application which will provide services over the web or internet is called web application, right? Yes, is called web application. The application which will provide the services over the web or internet is called web application. In our daily life, we are going to use a lot of web applications like banking applications and uh, Flipkart, Amazon, e-commerce websites like that are providing services over the web or internet. That's called web application. So ultimately, I'm saying in full stack development of Python, so do you want to develop web applications or website? Then compulsory we need to use what framework? Django framework. So next, Django is a Python-based web development framework. Web development framework, sir. Yes, it is a Python-based web development framework only. Yes, it is a Python-based web development framework. Why? Because Django is completely written in Python language, sir. Yes, completely written in which language? Python language. Yes. So that's what Django can only understand Python instructions. Okay, so Python commands and Python instructions can be understand Django. So d- to start learn Django, you must and should have the knowledge of Python. So Django is Python-based web development framework. Django is completely written in Python language. So without Python, no Django. And most important thing is Django prerequisite subject is Python. To learn Django, Python is mandatory. But what is the prerequisite subject for Python? To learn Python, what is priorly required? Nothing is required. Because Python is very simple and straightforward language. Okay. So it is like a basic programming language. So to learn this basic programming language, I don't recommend to learn anything. So even if you have basic idea about C language, C++, it's okay, well and good. Even if you don't have any knowledge of computers, programming language, that's okay, fine. You can start learn Python with scratch. That will be good. So next other subject is REST API. So Django is a framework. So what is framework? Let me give the clarity, sir, here. So what is framework? Because there are two more frameworks also there. How Django is a framework, same REST API, Flask also frameworks only. But what is a framework? Yes. So simple, sir. Framework is a libraries, collection of libraries. Or else I can say that framework is a collection of or framework is a set of rules and specifications rules and specifications that must be followed while development of application. Generally, when we install Django framework or REST API framework, there are built-in collection of libraries are there. All the libraries will be installed and present in your computer. So using these libraries, we can start development of application. Library means it's a built-in classes. Each classes having built-in methods. So ultimately, I can say libraries are nothing but predefined implementation code blocks. So that means ready-made resources, ready to use. The moment when we download and install Django framework, there will be plenty of Django libraries will be installed in your computer, and that libraries are having lot of code pre-implemented that we can use it directly as a developer. And also framework will say that set of rules and specifications means suppose Django is providing some rules and specifications and guidelines to the developers, you must follow that rules and specifications while implementing Django application. So this is exactly what is framework. Okay. And once we complete with the Django web applications and with Python coding, okay, Python with the Django, we can build websites or web application, right? Yes. So once we complete the web application, another important subject you must and should learn, especially if you are into full stack development, every full stack Python developer must have the idea about this subject also, that is called REST API. So why REST API? What is REST API? I'll tell you that first. Okay. So here REST API is also a framework which is used to generate the APIs for web applications. Yes, REST API is also a framework which is used to generate the APIs for web applications. First of all, what is REST here? REST stands for what? REST means representational state transfer. What is API stands for? API stands for application programming interface. Application programming interface. That's it. So REST is nothing but representational state transfer. API stands for application programming interface. A very simple, sir. The APIs which are generating by using REST architecture is called REST API. So REST is a architectural pattern. So using this pattern, we are going to generate APIs for web applications. So what is need of API? I'll try to show you. For suppose you have implement your Django web application, which is written in Python language coding completely. Your web application is ready. So why we need web application? I said the application which will provide services over the web or internet is called web application, right? Yes. That means your web application should be in a position to provide services to your targeted customers, right? So how it will provide the services? So again, your web application should be in a position to communicate with other application, compulsory. For suppose I'll tell you an example. So you can consider an application called Swiggy app. Okay, Swiggy application is there. That Swiggy app can be used for what? To order the food. So while selecting item and after selection, then you can place the food order and try to make the payment. For making the payment and your request will be transferred to your concerned bank, what you selected. And then bank application can communicate behind the scenes bank server and get the response, and that response will send it back to the Swiggy app, right? So here notice this clearly. Here two applications are talking with each other, right? So your Swiggy app where you have raised the request, and then your banking application for making purpose what you are using, making payment purpose. Okay. Then two applications are communicating with each other. How they are communicating or talk with each other? Through API only. Yes. So that's the reason I'm saying without API generation, no use of Django web application development and all. So if you want to develop web application to provide services to your targeted customers, then compulsory your application should be in a position to talk with other application for transactions.
So without APIs, how your application can communicate with other application? Not possible. So that's what API creation is important for your Django application. In full stack development of Python, if you want to create or generate APIs for the web application, we use REST API, another framework we are using. You must and should learn REST API after Django. So API is a software tool. Yes, it is a software tool, software tool which enables the web application, which enables the web application to communicate with other applications, to communicate with other applications. Yes. So without API, we cannot able to make our application to communicate with other application. If your web application is not in a position to communicate with other application, then you can't able to provide services to your customers. So who are using your application, right? Yes. So to learn REST API, what are the prerequisite subject means Django as well as Python, both are required. Yes, Django after REST API. So to learn REST API framework, Django, Python is required both. To learn Django, Python is mandatory. To learn Python, nothing is required. And the reason is this is REST API is an extension of Django framework. That's what this subject name is called as DRF. DRF in the sense Django REST framework. So it is also a Python based framework, REST API, Django REST framework. It also written completely with Python only. Okay, fine. Next, other framework is there. This is micro framework as well as lightweight framework, which is Flask. So what is Flask means? Flask is a Python based micro framework. Flask is a Python based micro framework which is used to develop the single page web applications. Single page web applications. Yes. Flask is a Python based micro framework which is used to develop the single page web applications. So generally Flask is a small and lightweight framework and which can be used also to write microservices programming in Python. Totally single page web applications or dashboard web applications we can develop using Flask. And using Flask, small scale or micro level applications we can build. Whereas using Django, we can build medium scale and large scale web application development is possible, sir. So totally Flask framework, REST API framework, Django framework, three frameworks and one language Python, which I explained as of now. But here in the full stack development process, once you are a full stack developer, you must and should aware front end development as well as back end development, both development process you must and should aware. A person or programmer who is having the full clarity to develop front end and as well as back end applications, that person we can call it as generally full stack developer. So as of now, I explain all the back end development process, right? So the programming language, yes, the language which is Python, that is under comes into backend only. And the frameworks which I explain, now you can see the frameworks which I explain, that is Django, REST API, REST API, and then Flask. Flask. These are all frameworks which also backend development. And finally, the database. Yes, compulsory in the full stack development, you must have and should have the database knowledge also. I'm going to include SQLite 3, which is an integral part of Django development, and MySQL additionally I'll teach. So MySQL database knowledge also required. So the database SQLite 3 MySQL, the frameworks Django REST API Flask, and the language Python all under comes into backend development process. Means end user or client can never see the Python logic and framework implementation, database, tables and all. But only the end user or customer who is going to use your application, he can able to see in the front end development process that is called UI basics. So these are all UI technologies under comes into front end development. So HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, Bootstrap, all these things only, sir. Okay, this is front end development. So normal simple HTML through we can build web pages. And do you want to provide some additional styling for your HTML pages? We can go for CSS cascading style sheets. And HTML with CSS, we can design the web pages. But the moment when we go for JS, JavaScript means client-side validation purpose, we mostly use JavaScript only. Validation means you know that the user inputs are correct or not, we have to check. Sometimes user may give wrong inputs, then we cannot process that wrong inputs, right? So most of the cases in web development process, validation purpose, we use JavaScript. HTML, CSS, JavaScript are the basic web technologies or UI technologies for every web developer is required. And then jQuery is an extension of JavaScript. So jQuery is nothing but JavaScript libraries. And Bootstrap is the combination of CSS as well as JavaScript libraries, both combination we can use. In our Django web application development, most of the cases we use Bootstrap implementation because for making our websites look and feel better. So this is exactly uh, total subjects which I am going to cover. Each and every subject purpose also explained, right? What is Python? And Python is a language. Django, REST API, Flask are the frameworks. And these three also Python based frameworks. Without having Python skills, you can't learn Django, REST API, Flask frameworks. And UI basics are completely designing purpose. Whatever we design the web pages and websites that we can do with HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, Bootstrap. And database tools are backend. Yes, you must have the knowledge on database also. Once a person is having knowledge on database and knowledge on frameworks and knowledge on programming like coding and designing, that person call it as full stack developer, we can say that. So this is complete basic idea which I am giving in full stack development of Python only. And moreover, in Django development time, after completion of Python, 45 working days to 2 months. Okay, in between, we'll finish Python completely, core and advanced. And after completion of Python, we'll start Django development process. In the Django development process, you people are getting total 3 to 4 projects development also. Yes. So you will get hands-on project experience, hands-on project development. Yes. So we are going to develop the projects, and these projects, if you are really as a fresher, do you want to claim about yourself that I have a coding knowledge means you can claim your project, these project you can keep in your resume that you can showcase your skills in the development of project only. But for example, if you are experienced, like you want to keep experience like 3 years, 4 years, okay, so you should not keep the projects in your resume. Rather than keeping the projects in resume as an experienced candidate, you should write your roles and responsibilities of your previous company, what you did. So I hope you understand that in Django development with REST API, I will also develop complete hands-on project development with the real-time coding scenarios so that you will get full-fledged knowledge in the coding development only. And every session is going to be recorded, including this one and even upcoming sessions. All sessions are going to be recorded daily, and every session recorded video will be uploaded into Google Drive folder. So once I start share the folder of the videos, every day the session wise along with the number, I'll upload the video session in that folder. You can check it. My video lectures are going to be lifetime access. So how long you maintain the video folder, that much time you can able to watch it, the videos, and including videos recorded recorded video sharing, and you will be able to receive the Python core and advanced Django, REST API, Flask, all the PDF materials. So you will be able to see this material, and this material also you will be able to get it like this: core Python, advanced Python, Django, REST API, Flask, complete PDF material. And excuse me, once I start coding part for the Python after installation, okay, in upcoming next 2 days. So once I install Python and once I start coding development process, and I used to give some exercise programs like based upon the topic discussion. I used to give some assignments also. And along with assignments, okay, if you are unable to do that assignment in the next day class, I am going to discuss that assignments completely with logical programming. And also, and every 1 week or 2 weeks based upon the syllabus, how the way you complete, and I'll try to send the question papers with multiple choices in our WhatsApp group or through mail, so that you have to attempt the exam to write. And after that, after uploading the question paper in our WhatsApp group or mail, and I'll disclose the key, you have to cross verify from your side how the way you are approaching while writing the exams and all. Okay. So we'll take care everything according to this Python full stack development. But only the thing is, you must attend regular sessions and you just be practical compared to more theoretical. Okay. Yes. So this is exactly what I want to discuss. And along with this, along with this, as I said that, so AI tool is the main importance we are going to give in this batch. So whenever you stuck in the coding, but I'm not going to stuck because I know that all the experiences and I'll keep on write the code with Python, Django, REST API that. But I'm telling you in such a way that suppose if you're even you have to write your own code, but we will depend on AI tool just for how to use it, how to get it, how to make the code optimization techniques, how to use this AI tools in your career. It is important here. That's what I'm going to include this AI tools also to generate the code quickly, faster rate. But I'm telling you that even though once you start use these AI tools, but whatever the AI generating the code, that you should be in a position to understand. So artificial intelligence will give the result based upon your prompting, but after getting the result, then that is required compulsory human intelligence, right? So if you are not in a position to understand that, that is waste of time. That's what here I'll teach complete Python and with my own logic and REST API Django project development. But at the same time, I'll integrate with AI tools how to use it in your coding development. Even even if I know that logic how to write, but sometimes I'll use this GPT or Claude and how to generate it is, and we will try to understand. If you know good at coding already, then if you depend on AI, then after generating the AI code, then you are going to understand it. That will be good. How to use, at least you have to know in your application development. So that is the advantage of AI tools. So I recommend this Claude or else Perplexity, even ChatGPT also. Okay. Sometimes this may not give accurate result because updated data you might not get here. But this can be used accurate result day to day updates clearly here. For simple example, I'll try to show you. Suppose here I am having Claude. This is AI. So for example, you have an Excel sheet. Let me show you how the generation of the code is important. Suppose in my previous batch, I have included one Python CSV file is there with me. So this is about CSV file, for example. This is CSV data, Excel sheet. Let me copy this Excel sheet. So into my desktop, okay? Just observe here how it is. In this EMP CSV like Excel sheet, so what data is there? Employee data is there. 5 records are there, address, age, name, salary, like this only. For suppose you can see this, how I can use this AI tool mean just I have a cloud already. I have a register member in this cloud. So let's open like so Claude AI. Okay, when I try to use this, now it's showing like so this is so it's saying my name because of I have already created Claude AI. But look at this, there is a plus sign you are applying. So when we click on this, upload a file, it will ask. The moment when I upload the file in my desktop, just now I have placed CSV data, right? So just I'm trying to upload cmp.csv. It's a very sample file. Even you can also upload large data set, whatever you have. So here I have uploaded and I'm asking this one. Okay. So generate a pie diagram, pie plot or pie diagram of employee like this. So whenever I click on this, so it is going to be write some code and it is keep on generating like this. Okay. Yeah, look at this. But how you can understand this code? Already you have familiar with your coding and all, then you can able to understand it, right? But it's automatically generate the pie diagram or whatever the plotting you want, you can generate. But even we can also manually generate the code with pandas and matplotlib or something like that, that I am showing already, that I'll show in our upcoming sessions. But look at this, it's automatically generated this diagram clearly with calculation, minimal calculation. So 20 to 30 years of people are 40%, 31 to 40%, like 41 to 58%, 20, like total 5 employees, average of age is 32, average salary 45, 200, like this only it is asking. Then salary range also will be there here, like this. Okay. And then locations also will be look like this only. Most of the cases are all HYD people. So this is just example. So you can able to prepare anything like this only. You can use any tool like this. For example, I am asking like, let me go to chat GPT here. Okay. So you can see, suppose I am asking, write a Python program to write a Python program to just just example. Okay. Yeah. It will quickly write the program and you have to understand it and use it directly. This is simple program. We can able to explanation also that will give that. So that means we have to use many tools in our sessions. Then not only this simple basic program, actually for basic programs, we don't need to use that search. Lot of complex calculations and visualizations and analysis, practical orientation, then we can go for that tools only here. And it's creating complete applications also, sir, actually. Okay, you can just name it the application and complete Flask application or any REST application code will generate directly. You can able to use it without putting our effort. So time saving is very important actually. When it is required, if you are a beginner, if you are asking something, that will give a accurate result, but you are not in a position to understand means that is waste. Okay. So human intelligence is very important, even though the AI artificial intelligence is going to create something for you. That's what you have to learn all the subjects thoroughly. And later you should become good at with AI search, how to use it, this code, what generated AI into your application. That is better. So you will all learn about these tools and libraries and all the frameworks and Python programming language. So this is just a basic demonstration which I'm covering today. So you can have option to attend 3 more demo sessions next 3 days. So total 4 demos will conduct. You can feel free to utilize the 4 demo lectures after attending 4 demo lectures so that you will get clarity at least how the way I'm teaching. So whether you are
getting my statements or not, you will understand that. So once after completion of 4 demo lectures, then you can take the decision freely. Okay. So if you have any questions, you can ask me now. I'll try to clarify your doubts. And still you have 3 more demos. You can feel free to attend the demo lectures by using same link at same time 10 p.m. Okay. So after that demos, you must enroll for this course if really continue these all sessions. So that's all from my side today. So if you have any questions, I'll wait here for a few more minutes. And tomorrow onwards, my complete focus on Python. So because Python, without having Python skills, you can't able to move to Django, REST API and other things like this, right? Yes. So that's what I'll focus on Python from tomorrow onwards. So now it's your turn. So if you have any question, you can proceed it.
Yeah,
Yes.
suppose if we complete the course, this one, like what kind of role, like developer in Python?
Full stack developer in Python. You can apply a job as full stack developer by including all these subjects in your resume.
Okay. So would we ask to generate a pie diagram also like this
No, no,
without
no,
like
no,
using the AI tool? No, right?
no, no. Just I am saying that how AI is going to be used and it will give the result. This pie diagram, math, all the diagram we will generate with our own code by using this NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib. Okay.
Oh, pie diagram. Okay.
Uh, Not only Py, Matplotlib is a huge plotting
Mm,
library in Python. Not only Py, bar diagrams, pie diagrams, stack plot, scatter plots. There are separate website will be there. Matplotlib. What are that visualization? Most of them will go for this only. Look at this Matplotlib I am using. It is official website. There are a lot of plotting visualization with Python. These are all the diagrams and examples. You can see this.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm. This type of analysis, generally for data analysis and data science people, they'll go for this approach. But we have a library that I have included, but I'll write code for visualization. But in case how to generate, if you give input or large data sets are there with you, Excel sheet, you want to calculate your diagram is required quickly. If you generate it will take time at least 10-15 minutes. If we use upload your data set to the cloud or something, then that will generate and based upon the requirement, it will give the calculative result with diagram representation. That is quickly, right? Within 1 minute of time.
No, no, yeah. Sorry for
Mm.
extending. Actually, these AI tools, so like we'll do the same thing in real time also with client.
That's what I'm saying. I heard that many of them who are working, my friends and all companies, but the company people are forcing to use AI. Why you are not using AI?
Oh,
Because to save the time. Even though you are a good at coding, but you can write it, but it take time, right? If you go through your own
so
implementation.
yeah, after learning this program, would we also like develop a web application independently by our side? Like it will involve other technologies also.
Yes, yes, exactly. You know how to use the AI tools, it will be good for your career because instantly you can fill your task and all. But compulsory, you must have the knowledge priorly. That's what I'm going to cover all the subjects like frameworks and all. With our own coding only, I'll develop. But at the same time, I'll ask you to set something in AI tools also. It will be good. So how it will give the code and how our code is going to be look like, you will learn all those things only.
Okay, good.
Mm.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, Mr.
Yeah,
Nikhil.
actually, I have experience in finance sector in a 7 year.
Hmm.
My age is 35, and I
Hmm.
don't have any knowledge regarding the program language. So, can I switch my career in Python, like technical background or like Python?
Obviously, no problem. Not only Python, any software course you can just learn it and try to work hard on that and get a job, no problem.
What about experience? Like,
Experience means you are into non-IT, that is finance, that will not be considered. So you can try with other experience we have to put up from somewhere and you can try it.
okay, can I get easily like a job?
That depends on your skills,
Uh,
man. No guarantee here because the reason is many
okay.
of because can I get easily means if I can say you can easily get means
No, my concern is experience because I don't have experience, no? So that is why.
that's what you can manage 3 years with my lecture and all 3 to 4 years you can easily manage that, no problem. But 10, 15 means I can't. So because you should have real experience if you want to keep 10 to 15 years.
Okay, okay.
ML,
And
deep learning, agentic AI. No, man, this is a Python full stack development course. ML,
mhm.
AI, all that they'll teach you. So generative AI, agentic AI, that trainers are different. I am exclusively Python full stack web development trainer, which I have written the notepad here, subjects, names, all I'll cover that. With AI
Okay.
integration, I'm saying. How many languages we can learn to become data analysis course? Nothing. One language is enough, Python. To
Hi,
become
sir.
a, yeah, tell
Mohan
me.
here. Sir, I have a couple of questions. Sorry, I joined 5 minutes late.
Okay.
So, what would be this? I mean, every day, what would be the timing? How many duration?
See, sir, actually, right now, this today and demo sessions and next 1 week or 10 days minimum, 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. it is. Okay.
Okay,
But later onwards, this 10 p.m., not 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. will be shift this batch it is. Because already 9 p.m. one batch have started. So
okay,
few students already there. It's going. And once I uh, complete this 1 week or 10 day sessions of 10 p.m. continuously, then your 10 p.m. batch will be shifted into 9 p.m. Or people are not agree, then at least half an hour I'll adjust 9:30 like that only around.
okay.
Hmm.
So, but my preferable is this time, 10 p.m. Okay, that will
10 means
say.
at least 9:30 it will be, but I can't make it 9 if in case, then I'll make it 9:30 neutral time. I'll ask them 9 p.m. to 9:30, they'll also come. If you come, if I ask you instead of 10, 9:30, it is also possible for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, my second doubt is like, so once you write the code,
Hmm.
are you going to push it to any version to like GitHub or any any
No, no,
any
no.
other?
No, no, no. That is not. That directly the code is written and execute here and application development. Everything, the
Okay,
code also will be hand over to you completely. Project
okay,
development and folders and files, everything.
okay.
Hmm. Next.
So I mean, is there any CI/CD pipeline you are going to I mean, teach us to push the code to GitHub?
No, that's not GitHub related things I have not included so far. So complete
Okay,
development is my side only. So servers are there in my Django. So there only upload, there only I can show you that.
okay.
Hmm.
And the, the UI technology you are going to teach us like HTML, CSS. So,
How much it is required for Django development?
okay,
So that much we will cover and inject into Django web development process. But generally,
is
you,
as you know, right nowadays there will be a lot of like React and Vue.js kind of framework is there already, right?
yes, yes, yes.
So at least one of them. So it
React.js.
will give little bit of
Obviously, obviously, that
yeah,
React.js will be the including part of Django or REST API will include, but not fully, which is
yeah, yeah.
not required also because Django will offer us lot of things what we can do in UI. Generally, I'm saying that just UI basics, but even in Django time, I don't write HTML code for generating the forms. Django itself auto-generated HTML elements will create automatically. There are advanced level tools are there. We can't write manually everything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are we going to cover
Oh,
object-oriented? Yeah, object-oriented concepts compulsory there, right? Python in object-oriented, Python is there. Python is completely depend on three areas like object-oriented, functional-oriented, structured-oriented, and module-oriented.
I have one more, sir.
Hmm.
So, to go to this machine learning and those kind
Ah,
of area,
oh,
I believe Python is
enough.
must and required. Yeah.
Python
But
is
do
enough.
we okay? But do you have any separate course will be available to learn that? I mean, machine learning or data science
No,
kind of.
yeah, data science and machine learning, all these things will have the separate trainer. But
Okay.
even if you go through them directly, machine learning or data science, they'll teach you basic Python, how much it is required. But here I'll cover complete Python from scratch to high level programming. Then it will be
Okay.
good for moving after learning Python. It will be good for move towards data analysis or ML or AI or something like that. It will be good because you will cover all the areas in the Python, right? So that will be good for your career.
Nowadays every company is looking for automation, so how Python will help for that?
That is what I'm saying. Everywhere automation, automation in the sense automatically you can write the script. Python script is mandatory for making the automation. For example, you are the, suppose it depends on different area. Many ways they'll do automation of the code like testing department or embedded programming, MATLAB programming, network programming. Everywhere you need Python script.
How it will help for DevOps?
Obviously, DevOps also, AW also, everywhere.
Okay, and if we choose that Python core and advanced only,
Hmm.
then are you cover that AI tool as well?
Obviously, everywhere I am going to cover the AI tool whenever it is required. See, actually, as a Python trainer, I know how to write code and all manage without AI tool. Also, I can write my own. I know that how to manage the code with the Django web application and all. But same, even though I know, but some point of application or logics, then I can use all the AI tools, and which is the best tool in which area and what is the result based upon how it is giving the result, then I'll allow you to know that. But for simple and basic applications, we can't go and search in AI, right? 3 to 4
Correct.
projects I'll give you, Mr. VY. 3 to 4 hands-on project will be designed and developed with our own coding, with all database and designing and frameworks with complete operations. Yeah, please proceed still anymore.
So I'm asking the E2E project that we are going to cover will contain Django and Flask concepts also, right?
Obviously, the total Django, REST API, Flask, Python, all including with the database.
Yeah. And sir, at what point do you plan to introduce this Chat GPT and AI tools?
At what point means any point, man. Just I have shown right to ask anything that will give the result and
Okay.
use in your code. But I can use in crucial situation only because for simple and basic programming, I can't ask that
Yeah.
waste of time. See, sir, if you give one simple prompt and it will generate complete Flask project only, it will generate project only, not application, I'm saying. Complete project code you can copy and go to the editor and paste it and run it. Your complete project will be designed and done with the design and database and everything will be done. But that's not good because too dangerous that is because it will kill you your skills, right?
Yes, yes.
So first you have to focus to adopt the skills, and after that, just to save the time, you can depend on the AI tools, what it is giving, then you will understand it And if it is correct or not, you can judge it and use it. I'll show you all the things. So undoubtedly, you will be good at the end of the sessions with Python full stack or Python. One thing I can say, you will not disappoint for sure at the end of the day. That much I can give guarantee, but you have to be focused again.
Yeah.
So, like one small thing, so we are planning to enroll data science also.
But
They
data science, I'm not going to teach any data science. They are
yeah, you
separate,
were not going to teach it separately. Did you say?
separate trainers are there. Yeah.
Yeah, separately only.
Mm.
But they are teaching like this Python also, like from the installation, some basics also.
That's what
But
I
what
said.
my yeah,
Mm.
but what my question is like they are also introducing like these things, NumPy
Yeah.
libraries, pandas and Matlab
They,
and Seaborn also the
they
one
must,
moment.
they must and should do, because their duty is to teach. These are all compulsory, right? NumPy, pandas in deeply.
Yeah. So my question is, so if we are joining data science like a separate course, like do we require this alone Python with full stack development? That is only small doubt is
No. That's what I said, right? Your major focus is on data science. Learn with me Python only. Then after that, go with the data science. That is good for you. But your question is why I should learn with you Python? Then they'll only teach Python only. You're asking because they'll teach only basics what they need. They don't know
there.
full-fledged Python, right? But we will be covered complete full Python course with advanced level programming and intermediate level programming and basic level programming, so that you will claim as you are a Python exclusive developer.
Okay.
You can manage any
Mm.
script in anywhere like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Hardly, if you go for data science or data analysis, hardly what they'll teach, data structures they'll teach, functions they'll teach, like this, only basics. But
Mm.
what about OOPS principles? In real time, any software application implementation, OOPS principles are very mandatory and important, that we will teach. And not
Okay.
all the logical file handling, multi-threading, several things are there. If you see the curriculum, our team will send at the end of the session total
Mm.
content, syllabus content and all. You can go through it, so you will see that how much content it is there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So that's all for today. Thanks for attending this session. And you can feel free to attend 3 more demo lectures. Then after that, you can take the decision free. Okay.
Yeah.
Have a
So
nice time.
we will use PyCharm or VS
Yeah,
Code.
that is different. I can PyCharm I'll use in Python development. Visual Studio Code I use for Django REST API development because it's a free software. If I go to PyCharm Professional, that will make license actually. So that's what for core and advanced Python, I use PyCharm editor. For Django REST API Flask, Visual Studio Code editor. Or else you can use any editor as per your wish. But proper editor selection also important in the initial stage of learning Python. Otherwise, we'll be in trouble. Even I'll show you how to write code in Notepad editor and run with command prompt, how to write code in interactive window. There are several options to write Python code and execute, which is the best way also. We'll conclude it and we'll continue with that.
Okay.
Yeah. See you tomorrow. Have a nice time, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.